Hello, good morning. Hi, this is Sujini. I'm working as a Oracle Labs technical consultant for the past 8 years. Hello, is it audible to you? Hello, is it audible? Hello, Hello, everyone. Hello, is it audible to everyone?
Yeah,
Can I start this session?
yes.
Yes.
Okay. Actually, I am Sujini, working as a Oracle Labs technical consultant for the past 8 years. Can you please introduce yourself, everyone? Oracle Oracle database is nothing but SQL plus PLSQL. It is an RDBMS product. RDBMS means Relational Database Management System. Mainly RDBMS divided into two parts. Or again DBMS. Again DBMS divided into two parts. DB means database and MS means management system. Database refers to collection of meaningful data. Suppose we have 100 students in our class. Student number, student name, marks. Like this, we have 100 students. Out of 100 students, sorry, let us consider we have 4 students in our class. Can anyone tell me name of the student who got highest marks?
All DBs were, I think, the highest mark.
Okay. Can anyone tell me who got less marks?
Serial number 100, not 2. The student name triple B.
Okay. Response time is very fast. If when the database is small, we can manage it manually. Suppose we have 10,000 of customers, 1 million of suppliers, like 1 lakh of items, then we can't manage it through manually. So we need to go for the software. We need to depend on the software. If we have huge data, that that software is called management system. Oracle is a DBMS product. We can integrate the data. We can store the data. Responsibilities of management system. We can insert the new data. We can update the existing data. You can delete the unnecessary data. We can retrieve the required data. Oracle is a DBMS product. Which is based on relational theory. So it is called as RDBMS. We have many RDBMS products in the market. %60 of the organizations will be using Oracle database to store the data. Oracle SQL Server, DB database 2, Sybase, SBase, MySQL, Teradata, MS Access. These will be differing with only small advantages. All are same only, equal only. Organizations can use any one of the product to store the data. Why Oracle means it is very high security and it is preferred for all applications. So many of the major of the organizations will be using Oracle only.
So how about the Sybase, S-Base? Is this the RDBMS product? I mean,
Yeah,
it
these
is a
are our
product of Oracle. So
RDBM
it is
products.
okay. That is okay, but all these are Oracle products.
No, these are RDBMS products.
RDBMS products. So Oracle is one of them, right?
It is one of the RDBMS product.
But SQL and MySQL, I think, are related to a little bit with Oracle.
No,
SQL
these
and
are
My.
not Oracle. These are different products, RDBMS products.
Okay. And which one is the most advanced version of
Sorry,
RDBMS product? Which one is the most of RDBMS product out of these eight?
Oracle.
Okay.
Mainly this SQL Server is used for .NET applications. Previously, even SAP 10 years ago, the Oracle is a database for SAP. Now, before that, they have designed their own database, that is SAP HANA.
Okay.
HANA is also RDBMS product, but it is only integrated with SAP. We can't use HANA with Java, .NET. We can't use that product with another applications. We can use own. I mean SAP HANA with only SAP products only. SAP only.
Done.
This is the Oracle database. We can communicate with SQL language. SQL is a structured query language. We can store the data, we can retrieve the data from database. We want to communicate with Oracle database means it can understand only one language, that is SQL. SQL is a language which is used to communicate with database. SQL is divided into 5 sub-languages. DDL, DML, DRL, PCL, DCL. DDL means data definition language. ML means data manipulation language. Data retrieval language. Transaction control language. Data control language. Every sublanguage is collection of commands. DDL is it is a collection of 5 commands. Create, alter, drop, truncate, remove. DML means 3 commands. Sorry, 4 commands. Insert, update, delete, and merge. Data retrieval language. This is only one command, that is select command. Transaction control language. These are 3 commands. Commit, rollback, and save point. Data control language, it is of 2 commands, that is grant and revoke. These are all of 15 commands. To store the data, RPL needs an object. That is, this will be stored in the form of table, rows and columns. Table is an object to store the data. In general, generally we will, table is a collection of rows and columns. This is the syntax for to create the table. we can have n number of columns in the table. Example, create table. Sorry, this is table name. Syntax. Student. As number of 3. Its name, student name, 30 characters. Marks. One minute. Sorry. I mean, Toad, SQL Developer, and SQL Plus. These are the tools we used to communicate with database. SQL Plus is, I mean, default environment. I mean, this is old one. Nowadays, we are not using SQL Plus. I mean, at the learner stage, we will use the SQL Plus. In organizations, we found only SQL Developer and Toad. We always work with client mission. By using the username and password, we will be connecting to the server mission. To run the commands, we will use Control Enter. I mean, it is saying that it is already existing. Okay, table is created. Once table is created, we have to insert the data into the table. Insert syntax. I mean, if the data type is varchar means it will be enclosed with single quotes. Otherwise, it will give the error. To retrieve the data, we have to use the select command. If you want to see the structure of the table, we have to use the describe command. Des student underscore. Like this, we will get the structure. S number, we have the number data type. It will store up to three numbers. Yes name, it is a varchar2 data types. It stores up to 30 characters. Marks, it stores up to 3 numbers, 3 digits. whenever table is having three columns means it is expecting three values. Suppose I don't have the suppose I have one student, but he hasn't attended the exam, so he doesn't have marks. So I want to insert only student name and student number. Then we can go for second insert syntax. Here we have to mention the column names whichever we require. By default, the remaining column will be stored with null value. Whatever the value we are not passing for the marks. Sorry. Somewhere. It will be stored with the null value. If you want to store in different order, you have to mention the column names in whatever the order you required. Student name, student number. 1, 6. Sorry, 100 marks. Suppose if you are passing in a wrong way, then it will give the error like this. I mean, first, we have the first column like student number. I mean, but we are passing the characters. So it is saying that invalid number. For corresponding column, we have to, corresponding value will be inserted. Otherwise, it will throw error. SQL Star Plus is the, I mean, default tool. Just I will explain basics of this one. I mean, here we in EMP table, here we have only 14 records. It will be displaying like this. This is very user friendly and understandable. I mean, in SQL developer. In real time, we will be having lakhs of records. So, I mean, let us go for, I mean, let's start from AP invoices. See here, we have huge number of records. So it will be scrolling like this only. So this is a disadvantage. So we are using the SQL developer or Toad. Toad and SQL developer both are same. It will be giving the output in Excel output. This is one more tool to interact with the database. Even this is also user friendly. In some organization, they will use stored. In some organization, they will be using SQL developer. If you have any doubts, you can ask me.
So for practice, you will be giving the access of this software.
No, logic labs only, they will only provide the access and material.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They will provide the connections. If you want to, if you want
Practice.
SQL developer, they will give the access, they will provide it, username and password.
Oh, thank.
Okay, let us talk about the data types. First of all, we will discuss about number data type. It is used to store numeric values. This one maximum size is 21 bytes. It will be having two columns like precision and scale, number of P, comma, S. If you want to store the decimal values, then we can go for the scale part. Otherwise, we can give only number of the digits.
What is P and S?
Sorry.
What is P and S? In the bracket you have put in the yeah.
Yeah,
This
P
is
means precision. On S means scale. Like total number of digits should be 5. I mean, number of digits after decimal should be 3. One second. I will give you example.
yeah, please.
Number of 5 comma 2 means total number of digits after the decimal should be 2. Before the decimal should be 3. This type of value should be stored in this data type.
Okay. Getting it.
One second, I will show you in real time. See, here they have given precision, I mean scale 0 only. Let us create one new table with employee. I mean this EMP is already existing, so I am renaming it 202. Here we have given for employee number, data type is number like 7, 2. 7 is the precision and 2 is the scale. Number of digits after the decimal should be 2. Before the decimal should be 5. So it will be storing 5 digits before the decimal. After the decimal, it will be storing 2. Suppose if I have given more than 7, it will be error out. Value larger than specified precision allowed for this column. For precision, it is value is larger, so it is giving error out. If you want to store decimal values, then go for scale. Otherwise, we can give only precision only, it is enough. Next data type is char. Char is used to store the alphanumeric values. Even it allows these special symbols like @ hash, dollar, percentage, etc. Character data type maximum size is 2000 bytes. It should be always enclosed with single quotes, otherwise it will be error out. The value should be enclosed with single quotes. For student table, we can use this character data type for student name instead of varchar2. Main disadvantage of this, char is, suppose we have defined the S name is of 30. We are storing the value only for 3 characters. Remaining 27 will be, it is wasted. 27 bytes will be wasted. It can store up to 30 characters, but we are storing only 3 characters in the S name in student table. So 27 bytes will be wasted. Memory is wasting by using the char data type. Because of this memory wastage, no one is using this character data type in real time. I mean, Oracle has provided to resolve this issue like varchar2 data type. So in real time, I mean, if we want to store the alphanumeric values means we prefer varchar2 to store the characters data. Memory wastage is resolved by using this data type. Varchar2 is better than char. And also size of this varchar2 data type is 4000 bytes. Advantage of this varchar2 is suppose if we have used varchar2, this 27 bytes is not wasted. Suppose if you store only 3 characters for this S name, these remaining 27 bytes will be free and it will be stored in the hard drive. Data is permanently stored in the hard drive memory. In varchar2 data type, I mean, there is no wastage of bytes.
So suppose if it is wasted, then also we can delete from the hard drive. So what is the main issue? Wastage or not wastage? Because in the
Sorry,
workflow,
how can you delete from hard drive?
okay,
We can't delete now. We don't have commands to delete from hard drive memory.
okay. Actually, I am from the non-engineering background, so I was not.
Yeah. I mean, this data type is of variable length. It is not fixed length.
Okay.
Next one is data type. By the name itself, it is showing that it is saying that it is used to store the date values. By default, Oracle is following one date format, DDMONYY. This date doesn't have the I mean size. It should be always enclosed with single quotes. Date of joining. I will be inserting the values for date of joining. This date is nothing but, I mean, current date. Next, we are going to long data type. It is also similar to varchar2 data type, but it stores more than 4,000 bytes. I mean, this maximum size is 2 GB. If you want a column which is more than 4,000 bytes, then we go for long data type. Memory is not wasted, it will be automatically adjusted. Next, we are going to raw data type. It is used to store the digital images, logos, and digital signatures like that. Yes, logos, signatures. Size of the raw data type is 255 bytes. Next, long raw data type. I mean, it is also similar to raw data type. I mean, if you want to store more than 255 bytes, then we can go for long raw data type. The size of the long raw is 2 GB, 2 gigabytes. In generally, I mean, photo signature is more than 255 bytes. Then we can go for long raw. At the time, we have to use this long raw data type. Next is clob. I mean, character large object. This is also used to store the characters. If you want to store more than 2 GB, then we can go for club. I mean, it is maximum size is 4 GB. In long data type, we can store up to 2 gigabytes. Here we can store up to 4 gigabytes. If you want to store more than 2 GB, then we can go for cloud data type. Next is blob. I mean, it is used to store the binary data. Maximum size is 4,000 bytes. Sorry, 4 GB. One more is B file. I mean, it is nothing but binary file. It is used to store the files. I mean, PDFs like that. resumes, videos, we can store by using this B file data type. I think by using above 10 data types, we can store all types of data in the database. In real time, maximum we use only number, varchar2 data type. Majority of the time we will use these two data types, these three: number, varchar2, and date. Very less time we will use this glob, raw, B file, remaining other data types. If you have any doubts, you can ask me.
No, yes.
Hello. Hello, shall I wind up the class for today's session?
Yes, sure.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Really,